Up next is Michael Zuckerman. Michael, great to see you. How are you? Michael's a principal with Zuckerman Honickman, a family business that's been around, what's going on? 120 years. How are you?
I'm great.
It's great to see you.
Good to see you. Good
So,
to be here.
for those folks who don't know what Zuckerman Honickman does, can you give us just a brief explanation?
Sure. We're a full-service packaging broker to the beverage industry, both glass and plastic bottles. I mentioned the company's been around 120 years. We started in business with Pepsi-Cola at the turn of the century.
Yep. And
we've been lucky and humbled enough to participate with many of the major brands to today, from Vitamin Water to Snapple to Fuse, Body Armor, Buy, something we're really proud
Honest Tea.
of. Honest Tea.
It's a pretty amazing, the client list that you guys have, but you also have a focus of working with entrepreneurial brands.
Absolutely.
So entrepreneurial brands come to you and they say, hey, I want to work with Zuckerman Honickman. You know, what is their approach? What do they need to come to you with?
So take the Honest Tea model for a second.
Yep.
Seth came to us early on with a thermos and Dixie cups.
Thermos, okay.
Literally.
Wow.
And we, not only did we find the package in the bottle, but we introduced him to the co-packing model and his label supplier and distributors. So, you know, we make a living on selling bottles, but we make it our business to know the beverage industry.
Right. In terms of innovation, you know, that's all anyone wants. It's all anyone hears about.
Sure.
You guys are trying to be at the forefront of that in all areas of beverages, non-alcoholic, in all different aspects. You know, tell us about some of the interesting stuff that you worked on over the past year or so.
So, in terms of innovation, we've worked with one brand that comes to mind is called Stacked Wine.
Okay.
And it's a PET stackable container that has a barrier property. And the technology in that for us is the barrier that plastic wine bottles can keep for a long period of time, similar to glass. But I would tell you two innovative trends that we're seeing. We're seeing the commoditized brands go super lightweight, want to take all the costs out, and we're seeing the premium brands want to go super heavy and add the cost in and be premium.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the categories where you're seeing the most growth for your company? I mean, you know, you work with a lot of folks, but we always hear about these emerging categories, these emerging beverage categories. But the real proof is in the pudding, so to speak. I mean, the real proof is in how many orders are you getting from this category, how many orders are you getting from this category. So what are you seeing on the ground?
So I would tell you, the microbrew business has been great for us. It's been exploding the last year, 18 months. I would tell you the sports drink category, and all around just good for you trends. People are wanting to drink good for you products. Right.
And good for you products in terms of health and wellness, I mean, that stands out in the package. I mean, the formulation is obviously one big thing. Who do you work with in terms of label design? I know you help to sort of outsource, you help to work with a lot of different designers, formulators, and things like that. I mean, do you develop a team for beverage entrepreneurs to work with? Or?
So what we do, we don't monetize those other services. We work with strategic people. So for example, if you're looking for a designer, we have 2 or 3 designers that we work very closely with. Mm-hmm. Flood Creative, Score Creative, two wonderful companies. But it's more of a referral basis that we do it on, strategic introductions.
So it's something where an entrepreneur can literally come up to you and say, hey, I'm getting started, and you will help them from start to finish.
We look at it as mentoring a lot of these younger brands.
Great. I mean, that's really important because a lot of these folks are pre-launched. I mean, we had a beverage school event yesterday where a lot of people were coming in and then don't really know. They have an idea, but they don't know how to execute it. And so that's why you guys are around.
That's what we do.
Terrific. Last question, you know, how's your show going? How's the BevNet Live experience for you?
Show is awesome as usual. It's really a lot of fun.
What's your favorite part of it?
My favorite part is, God, that's an interesting question. I didn't
putting on you on the spot. Sorry.
Totally. I would tell you that I get a lot of hearing from the entrepreneurs speak and tell their stories.
Right.
And a lot of kind of what makes a brand successful.
Yeah.
We're very interested in that.
Great to hear. Michael, great
Thanks,
to see
man.
you as
Great
always.
to see you,
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And you can just give the mic to our producer over there. We'll see you soon.